was in 2021, and they scored the first touchdown in that stadium. It was rocking. So I know they're going to bring a lot of energy. That's going to be a really fun game. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you have any memories from guarding AD during your couple of years before you transferred out? And what are some of the highlights that you remember from playing against him every day?
Oh, AD's a great player. I had the luxury of guarding him, day in, day out. And we went to battle. We battled for probably 2 years, and he's a really good player, really shifty, really dynamic, really good catch radius, and overall just a really good player.
With your mom, a lot of resumes among the police or something to keep those kind of moments during it. Do you have anything like that you do with them?
On my towel, my hand towel, I have it on my back. Before every game, I write on it for my people. That just reminds me, that's what I'm playing for, just for my people back home.
The last 2 years, Keely's locked down that other cornerback spot. What have you seen from the other guys that might be fighting for that position opposite of you this year?
I just seen some guys that are just really hungry, guys that are really buying into the to the process, really just trying to do the extra mile, go the extra mile to get in extra work, learn extra coverage, learn the intricacies about defense and stuff like that. Guys that are hungry, that are willing to do things that most people wouldn't want to do to be able to play.
Does anyone in particular stick out to you?
It's just a bunch of guys that's just trying to just assert themselves and show that they're consistent and that they can play at a high level, not just one.
Mark, what do you know about the Chicago Bulls and their 3-peat? Have you heard about that this offseason?
I haven't really heard about that. I wasn't around whenever they were three-peating and stuff, so I haven't really delved into that.
As Kirby said, I guess maybe you guys can relate more to that than like the Minnesota team back in the 30s.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them either. I just now heard of them recently today. Somebody told me about the Minnesota team.
What did you learn about the New Zealand team?
Oh, the All Blacks. So basically, we were studying them during the spring. We did like a 6-week study, and they're the most winningest team in sports ever. So we want to win at all costs. So we took a dive in them. We studied them during the spring, and we learned about how they were battling complacency. How they swept the sheds, and how they came up with the saying, "Better never rest," and just really mainly about battling complacency, putting your best foot forward every day and not taking anything for granted.
Is it better never rest? Like, what does that look like on a day-to-day basis, whether it's practice, getting ready for game, summer workouts, all that? For you personally, what does that look like?
So for me, better never rest is just, just taking every opportunity that I have to play this game, taking it and running with it. So, every day that I step in the facility, I try, just put my best foot forward. I try and attack the day, as best I can. I try to have attention to detail. I try to, bring other guys along with me because, some days are long, some days are good, some days are bad. So you try and take the bad ones, and you try and make them good. So that's basically better never rest.
What is win at all costs? You guys want to win at all costs?
Just doing everything that we can to win. Whenever we get out to the games are easy because in practice we've been through the toughest situation. We've been through the hardest things that we will go through.
Speaking of practice, you went up against A.D. Mitchell a lot last year and the year before. What can you tell Texas fans about Mitchell's game and what they're getting at?
Like I was saying earlier, AD is just a really good player overall. I have nothing but respect for AD because I have the luxury of guarding him most days of practice, and he's a really great player with a really good motor and a really good high ceiling.
Talk about eating off the floor, and what does that mean when Kirby says that?
So whenever you hear us saying we're eating off the floor, that just means that we're hungry. Like that means that we're willing to do what it takes to win. We're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful, to attack everything with that hunger mindset, with that want to just to be great.